All right, guys, gals, welcome back to Step 1 Survival. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass, and you guys might remember the survival shotgun that I just finished. The whole buttstock of this thing. I'm just doing some upgrades that you can do to any shotgun. Shotguns are so cheap. Cheap to get a shotgun. Shotguns are so easy to, ammunition's easy to reload. You get yourself one of those Lee Load-All 2s and just go at it. There's different types of ways you can do it. Powders, diverse. I mean, you can get a wide range of different powders to reload shotgun shells. It's pretty simple, and they're very forgiving. Now, I know I said all that in the last video with the survival shotgun I had just done. It did good, and I told you I would come back. So here I am again with the survival shotgun once more. Got a buttstock full of goodies, just like in the other video, but I want more. You guys might remember I did a Henry survival shotgun, or survival 22. It's the AR7 video I did a while back. It's going to be in the Leatherwork playlist if you want to go see it. I'll probably add it to the drop down here so you guys can go watch that one too if you want. But I'm making something like that for this, and I thought it would be cool to do that because I've technically only made it for one particular rifle, and I've had many requests for that. When I made it, a lot of people wanted it, and so I made more. And later on down the road, I said, hey, what if I made something for this? Now, it doesn't have to be survival gear, because it's all encased in the backside. Waterproof, tight, survival gear. So I have it all here, but I want something else. What if I had another place to carry shot shells, or, you know, an upgraded buck knife? Something different. Kind of like your buck 110s. Maybe futuristic, different. I've got another model buck knife I want to use for this. I used a camouflage version of a buck knife in the last one that I did, so I want to do an upgrade. I want to take you through it, show you how easy it is, and you can make one yourself for your shotgun. It's real easy, and I think you'll like it. So let's go over here. Now, the shotgun already has a survival kit, but I've always wanted to use this knife ever since day one I received it. I have been looking at this thing. It is a version of the buck 110. It is like a tactical style, and I think it comes in a sheath, something like this. This guy here, it doesn't really say. I mean, it's pretty lame. I mean, it's just like for field work, right? But I wanted to incorporate this black shotgun. I want to do some black dye because it's been a while since I used black dye. But this is a great. It's already got the grooves cut in it. Usually you have to cut those in there when you do a buck 110. You've got to like take it and very carefully make these finger grooves in the brass. And it turns out nice every time, for me anyways. But then you use like some tungle, and it'll seal it up. And when you do it to another knife, but this one doesn't need it because it already has it done. Very lightweight, and it's black. Was going to do a funny Altoids 10 this time, but I want it to be able to do both, so it can hold an Altoids 10 if I want. Not going to, but can. I'm going to be incorporating a pocket that carries a spare ammo, kind of like I did with the AR7 project, that sheath that I made for it. I should bring that out real quick so you can see it. Now, this thing has stood the test of time, hasn't it? I can't remember how many years ago I made it, but I did it kind of like this. It's got these pouches here for a ferro rod and steel. Then it's another buck knife, but it's done in that orange camo, and I did like the orange paracord and everything. Did it in two-tone. Thought that was really cool. And I did this compass thing. Now this comes off. You just unsnap it here, and then you can break down the rifle goes into the buttstock. That's survival, right? Survival rifle. It's a Henry survival rifle. But this time I want to try a different. I found these guys super cheap, but it's functional. This is supposed to light up. I think I gotta pull the tab on that. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, these light up like that. And then you got your compass, and then you got ferro rod, little gadgets inside. It's got some more gadgets in there. Whistle. It's even got the little thing for moving like SD cards. I don't know why that's in there. I guess you just, in an emergency, you need to destroy the evidence. I don't know. Anyways, but there's that. I don't know if I'm going to use the paracord from it, but it came in a 2-pack, and I ended up with 2 of these. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so I got to make another pouch for the other side. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the other one, but I'm going to do a twofer again, but I'm doing it in black. So, but something like this, but in a different style. I'm going to go sideways, just change things up. In my last video, I was discussing short lane gun adapters, and I was saying, hey, you know, there's so many different uses. This is not just for a break action shotgun. This will work in a pump or semi-auto. I've used them before. I actually made a video for YouTube, started taking all that stuff down, but this guy here is a stacking pack that I wanted to share, and I didn't have it available in my hands. Now this right here is 12 gauge to 20. You just put that in your barrel, and then if you want to shoot, say you want to shoot 20 gauge, okay, now this is 20 gauge. This takes the 20 gauge to 410 45 Colt. You just put that in there. It just sets flush in there like that, and then you put your 410 shell in there, or your 45 long Colt. And then 22, like I said, it's got to stay off center. It can't be dead center because it is a rim striker. You strike the rim. That's what makes the 22 go off. It goes in there just like that. And it's another method for carrying. And so you can do the stacking pack. You can also do the muzzleloader set, but you don't want to put that in a pump. I don't think I would do that. But break action, yes. But this would work great for a pump. Now, this is a break action. For the break action, you could carry this along. This is rifled, the whole thing. This is a 9mm barrel, really long. So you're going to hit something with it, okay? So it should be fairly accurate. 9mm, you can switch your 12 gauge over to if you have a break action. I just want to share that before I moved on, because I know we were in that deep discussion in the last video. So there you have it. Short lane, these guys right here. And they sell out all the time. Everyone goes there. So just, you know, keep that in mind before you go there and say, oh man, they're out of the one I wanted. Just, they have a limited supply. They make them as fast as they can. So all my parts cut out and dyed. Got the different pieces put together. And let's see. This is cut to just wrap around the stock. And I got to do some holes. So I'll have to put holes through here so I can lace it up. And I'll have to round off these corners. I don't want them that sharp. I like using 5.56 brass to make this particular hole. I do own the proper tools, but I still like that because it comes out so clean. It just always looks nice. Now that's for these guys here, these grommets. That's for paracord. Makes it look nice. That's how nice that looks. You can stick those in. I just did 6 across here, and then I got a presser tool. Presses those, it rolls them. It'll roll the other side to look just like that side. And you can use these on anything, Kydex, leather, and you can just order them in freaking packs of like 500 or something like that. Just use a reusable Velcro strap for this. It's got elastic in it, it stretches. I use it for this so I don't have to lace it up or anything, and then that way I can figure out where my connections are here, going back around to the other side. I have to get this done first before I start putting on pouches because I don't know where that's going to go. So how am I supposed to know where I'm going to put that? So I've got to do this first, and then I move on to pouches. It was measured and stitched, and then I got my snaps over here, put it across. Now we're going to figure out where the pouches go. This is after my second layer of black dye because kind of had a gray look to it. And then once I add the sheen, so I'll add sheen over the whole thing, and that's going to make it pop really good. Now, all I had to do was stitch on my pouches where I'm going to put them over here for my knife, and then all I had to do was do the, and you can use stuff on that. Stuff just finds a place everywhere. When you're working on stuff, it's like everything just clings to it. But this is, so I got like a metal shaving by accident. Anyway, but over here, let's see this right there. It's just a little, it's one of these that I took and I use as a rivet. And you can do that. It'll go through three layers of 8-ounce leather. So one of these guys will actually go through 3 layers of 8-ounce leather. I know it's hard to believe, but it actually will go through them. And then sometimes I take like a small ring, like something like a socket or something in some cases, and then drive it down, drive the leather flat, and then put the presser tool on and then press it back. So sometimes I have to do weird stuff, but that's where it's at right now. I just need to make a flap for this. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet, and then get this thing laced up and see how it looks. Now it's super black. Now it'll wear, it'll stretch, and it won't be so crazy looking, but it'll match once I get it all stretched out. I already have the knife in there. Pop this guy open here. This knife fits right in there just like that. And they got shotgun shells in here, so just got to get it mounted up. There it is. I put one of these little slack things on here. Freaking flies are crazy. It just goes right around the back. Double snap. This guy here, little extra goodies. Just roll it over real quick. Comes in just like that. And then back over here we got our knife. And that's pretty much it. It just gives you a little extra packing up gear. And if you have a stock that won't allow you to stuff stuff inside of it, you could easily just put one of these on and carry extra stuff. So you wouldn't have to, just use it for shotgun shells or whatever. But I thought this would be a nice take on stuff, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Please share and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and God bless. Take care and stay sane.